First thing we've got to do is take the boot up. So I'm going to pinch a little bit of the material. Pull away and up. I pulled and it pops straight up. I had to work it for a little bit, but it seemed to just come right up. Turn it up inside out. So this was a little scary. It sounds a little bit bad, but I just grabbed the fabric and pulled it straight up, and as you can see, it just comes right out, and there's tabs all the way around. So now I can get to how the shift knob connects on, which is this pin. So the next is to remove this clamp here that's holding this on. That way we can get the shift knob off. I got some good angle cutters and proceeded to try and cut the clamp off. As you can see in the time lapse, this is a fairly tough piece of metal, but after several attempts at different angles, I was able to finally get it cut. Once the clamp has been cut, I used a pair of pliers and screwdriver to remove the clamp from the shifting rod. Once the clamp was fully removed, you can finally take the stock knob off by pulling straight up. This will remove both the knob and the boot cover at the same time. Now that I had the boot and knob removed from the car, it was time to remove the retaining clip that holds the shift knob to the boot cover. I worked for about an hour trying to push the plastic tabs out so I could free the shifter knob. An hour and 10 minutes, my patience finally ran out, and I resorted to cutting the plastic on the stock shifter knob. Definitely not ideal, but once I had committed to this plan, cutting the clips off took less than 2 minutes to get everything pulled apart. The shift knob I decided to install was this Black Forest Industries weighted shift knob. You'll notice in the picture on ECS Tuning's website that there are 3 set screws. However, the product I received only had 2. We'll come back to that later on in the video. Next step is to push the mounting bracket through the shift boot and tighten the zip tie. Grab my clippers, cut off the excess. Try not to cut your boot. Once the zip tie was tightened, I realized I might have made a mistake. This seam on the ball isn't lining up with the seam here, and I want to make it line up, so instead of me cutting this and trying again, MacGyver, I'm putting my screwdriver in here and then just spinning the bracket inside the boot as it's already connected. And what this does is it moves the base, so when I screw in the ball, you can see we've moved it 90 degrees. We used to be over here, we used to be right here, we moved it, so I'm going to keep rotating it until this seam's in the back up toward the front of the car, just for better look. So we'll be like this eventually. Upon realizing that the mounting bracket was different from what was pictured on the website, I contacted ECS Tuning. They told me this was the new and better version to mount the shift knob, and proceeded to tell me they had purchased the same one as well, and also had some trouble tightening things down. Ultimately, I was able to get everything tightened and installed correctly. It just took a lot of effort. Reinstalling the boot was very easy. You just push it back down and the clips will clip it back into place. So, a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, I'm going to clean the surface here. The shift coin attaches with 3M double-sided tape. Trying to pull this backing off actually turned out to be pretty difficult. And there you have it, all completed. Compared with my other projects I've done for the car, this was probably the easiest, and after a couple of days of driving with it, I really like the new shift knob. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.